So why we so envious, and why our own kind envy us?
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll drop to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
From his goal line here, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Watson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 40-yard line. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That's pulled in at the 32. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. Nowhere to go that time. They maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. Now, I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Lions at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. To throw is Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And again, it's Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he's got him. Touchdown, Browns. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And
that's caught inside the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A big play there for Detroit. 57 yards.
and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's got this, complete to Williams. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. James Mitchell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He was brought down by Alexander Johnson.
On first down, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Watson now to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leader?
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Kamu Cruz-Hill getting in there and taking him down.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And now a high kick trying to pin them back. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Aiden Hutchinson
able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They run out of the gun with Swift. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To the air yet again, Watson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
And they're going to move him down inside the 25.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Here we go on fourth. Watson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Lions will take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
2nd and 5. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw here. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Complete to St. Brown. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And they ever saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
They're going to look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cleveland, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way